So this is Friday, and this should be the last full day of the race. Of course, it's just a gorgeous, unbelievably good day, and there haven't been very many great days like this. It's Ken Roper, who's done this race 13 times, and this is his 20th trip to Hawaii. Says it's the coldest he's ever experienced it. And so anyway, this is perfection, obviously. I've got about 160 miles to go, and the big competition was between Al Germain on Bandicoot and myself to see who would be first to finish. He's actually going to win the race, but at some point I realized I had a chance to be first to finish, and of course I've gone crazy to try and cement that. And then it looked like it was going to be close between Al and I, with perhaps a slight advantage to me. And then Al broke his wishbone. He's got a cat boat with a freestanding wishbone carbon fiber mast, and he broke it. And so I think, oh, that's wonderful. I mean, I'm sorry for Al, but I'll get first to finish. Except there's a little boat called Archimedes, and it looks like he just might pull me at the finish line. We'll be finishing within an hour or two of each other, and it's impossible to call at this time. Right now, this wind, which has been delightful for a few hours, it's starting to lighten a bit, and he's a much smaller boat, and of course he's surfing. So anyway, I'm not going to be unhappy either way. It's been a great race, and I've tried hard, which is what I wanted to do. And so about this time tomorrow, or maybe a couple hours later, that will be that. If it had been all like this, it wouldn't have been too bad. So this is Saturday, I think the 12th. That's the moon going down over Kauai. I can't see Kauai yet. I think we're about 50 miles from the finish line. That is the sun coming up. So this was all very nicely arranged. And I'm rolling around along here at about 8 knots, wondering where the hell this Archimedes is, because he's the issue. Anyway, you can see there's been a lot of squalls during this race, really strong squalls, and you can see this one's just passed by. I don't think there's much in it really. And there we are. So we're heading for the line now and hoping for the best. And there's the Garden Isle of Kauai. Got about 16 miles to go to the finish line, and unless something really unbelievable happens, we're going to be first boat to finish, which makes me happy for some reason. For a non-competitive guy, it cheers me up. Anyway, we're just slatting away here. We got, God, I don't know, 10, 12 knots of wind, and been sailing by the lee for the last 10 days. Anyway, there we are. When I arrived in Honolulu Bay, one of the wonderful traditions is the race committee comes out and helps you get the sails down and anchor up, and brings you a drink and brings you Christy. And by the greatest good fortune, they noticed when they were rolling up the jib that there was a seam split. It's only about 8 or 10 inches of the thread that's ripped out. The sail itself isn't ripped, it's just the thread is somehow. So anyway, by great good luck, they spotted it because I hadn't, and otherwise I would have just sailed gaily away in a couple of weeks and then discovered that one of the seams was open on the mainsail. So now I'm abusing Christy's good nature, as you can see, and we'll have this all fixed up and ready to go, hopefully before the sun gets too hot. This is a little better view of the mountains surrounding Hanalei Bay than yesterday. Of course, the clouds were in, and it's been a bit of a depression that's just passed, and we had no wind, but tremendous amount of rain. The water's not as clear as it usually is, and this boat on the right that you can see, that's a boat called Galaxy, and he was in the race, and they're leaving this morning back to the Bay Area, as is that boat that appears to be black there behind the motor sailor. That is Lightspeed, and he's also going to the Bay Area today. He's 39-foot Wiley, a Wiley 39, and he was slated to take the prize that I got and win everything. He's a very hotshot racer. There's the St. Regis Hotel. There's the surf spot off the point there. Anyway, he was slated to take all the prizes home, and he uses expedition software. And at one point in the race, it said turn right immediately, and you're going to get over this little high pressure ridge, and then you're going to scream on to Hanalei. And they were wrong, and the rest of us looking at our weather faxes were right.